Hello and welcome back to the Knicks-Verse. My name is George, and if this is your first time here or if you haven't subscribed yet, please do so and hit that thumbs up button for me. Much appreciated. All right, I'm recording this in a very dark time for Knicks fans. Very painful. It's really frustrating, obviously, but that pain you're feeling right now, I want you to embrace that pain because that pain is good. That means that the Knicks have actually given you a reason to care in April. That's right. It's April and we care about the Knicks' wins and losses, actually. We care about where they are in the standings, not from a standpoint of what draft pick are we going to get. We care because they are in the playoff hunt, and RJ Barrett, who this video is going to be focused on, is peaking at the right time for the playoff push, especially in light of what's happened with Julius Randle, who is obviously still nursing a nagging injury, which he's trying to play through it, and despite him denying it, what else is an athlete supposed to say? Of course, they're not going to use that as a crutch, but you can tell. If you look at the stats, it's right there. You can see his downturn began. It's not so much his downturn, but his inefficiency. So last night, the Knicks lost a very painful game, 101-99, another 2-point loss. Oh, it's crazy. But we were there. We were close again. Now we're in a bad patch right now. This is the dark night of the soul. As far as screenwriters, the way they refer to these moments where, you know, your hero has been struggling and it looked like he was finally going to triumph, but then they reach their moment where they're at their lowest point. And that's where we're at right now. But we know what happens right after the darkest part of the evening is the light of dawn. And for us as Knicks fans, that is RJ Barrett. Let's go to him right now. Here we are. He was sensational against Boston. He only needed 14 shots to deliver 29 points. He's hit 6 out of 6 from the three-point line. I mean, can't get any more efficient than that. The kid is truly just right now, it's all coming together. He is understanding that it's not so much the points he puts up, it's how they're done. The efficiency. Randle, unfortunately, he did score 22 points, but it took him 23 shots to give us that. So this is the reasons why we're stumbling right now. Even though RJ has risen to the occasion, the team is still funneled through Julius right now, and he needs to understand that his mid-range game has gone away from him temporarily. So he either has to go down low towards the basket further, and if he encounters too much resistance, find the open guy, and now that's got to be RJ Barrett. Look, let's look at what he's been doing the last 4 games. 18.3 points a game, 3.8 rebounds, 1.5 assists. Those are down a little bit, but look at his efficiency. 55.6% overall field goal percentage, 72.2% from behind the arc. That's right, he's hit 13 out of 18. Look at his points scored per attempt, his PSA, 143.1. Now, that's from cleaning the glass. That is good for between 75 and 80th percentile. The higher the number, the better for a wing. But his usage rate is only 19.4%. That's something that really needs to be adjusted because right now this kid is on fire and the Knicks need to feed. They need to feed him, and that's how they're going to triumph. Yes, absolutely. Let's look at what he's been doing from cleaning the glass. All right, see all the orange, as I've explained before. Orange is gold, blue is crap. Look at all this orange. Oh yes, this is truly a good thing. Look at the last 3 games up here. We go to the larger screen. Here we are. See the points scored per attempt. 83rd percentile, 77th percentile, 92nd percentile. That just shows how efficient he's being now. Where in the past, not so efficient. You know, he still had his moments. He had a 142, 75 percentile here and there, but now he's becoming much more consistent and efficient. I'm so excited about having RJ Barrett as a New York Knick because he has the perfect attitude for this city. Number one, he's a hard worker. He doesn't feel like he's, owed anything. He feels like he has to earn it. And for someone who was, the number one blue chip prospect coming into his college career, Yeah, Zion was up there too, but RJ was actually number one for a very long time. You would think he'd feel entitled. No. And this is the same guy who took his Canadian team to win the gold medal at the age of 17. I mean, he's a winner. He's a winner through and through. And they even asked him at the interview after the game against Boston about the stretch he's been on and all this stuff. But he said, doesn't matter. We lost. I'm paraphrasing, but that was his attitude. That's the attitude of a winner. Let's look at RJ Barrett's career up to this point. All right, I broke it out into 4 different sections. The first 2, the top 2 rows, are last season. The bottom 2 are this season. The first row is the first 26 games. The second one is his next 29 games, which took him to the end of the season. And then the third row is the first 26 games. Last one is the most recent 26 games. So if you see, the first 3 rows amount to 82 total games. That's one full season. So if we look at it this way, he's played one full season plus 26 games. So he's really still new, only 20 years old. All right, let me go a little closer here. So he started off giving us 13.7 points a game, 5 rebounds, 3 assists, 1.2 steals. Nice. Those are nice stats, but look at the efficiency. 38% field goal percentage, 29% three-point percentage. Those were murder. Those were murder. And look at the free throw percentage, 54.6%. Yeah. But look what he did for the second half of last season. He raised his field goal percentage to almost 42% at 41.8. His 3-point percentage, 34.3%. And then look at the free throw, 67%. So he went from a 54% free throw shooter to a 67% free throw shooter. That was the first sign that he could become a good, efficient shooter. Now, can he become a great one? We'll see. All right, let's go a little closer again. So then this season, well, first of all, he went from 13.7 points to 14.9 points a game. This season, the first 26 games, 17 points a game he averaged, 6.4 rebounds, 3 assists. But look at the efficiency numbers. Field goal percentage, 43.2%, but the 3-point percentage, 28.7%. Yeah, see, that was that beginning of the season where he had like that super hot game in Indiana. Then he had that super cold stretch. I think he went 0 for 24 from behind the arc. I think twice he had similar cold spells from behind the arc, which is what gives you that low number from 3-point shooting. But then something started clicking around February 9th or so. Something started clicking, and look what he's been shooting now from the 3-point arc. 47.3%. 47.3%. Whoa, and look at his overall field goal percentage. It's almost at 47%. He's now averaging 18 points a game. If you look at his plus minuses, he started out his career, he was minus 6.7, then it rose to minus 5.1, and then for the first 26 games of this season, it was a plus half a point. And now he's at a plus 7. So he's trending, not a big jump in that regard there, but he's trending in the right direction. Oh man, this guy, RJ Barrett, is the real deal. And yes, right now we're suffering as a fan base because our team, we had hopes of them maybe grabbing that 4th seed. Now that looks like it's in jeopardy. But what's not in jeopardy is the performance that RJ Barrett has been giving us right now. His efficiency. It's all about his efficiency. And I love that that's what he's made it a mission of solving, because that was the biggest hole in his game. It's the reason why the NBA formulated that opinion of him in the beginning, where he puts up empty numbers. He's not efficient. He's not a quality player. Send him to the G League. I mean, people were trashing him left and right. He was left off the all-rookie teams, which now he's made those guys look bad. And then this asinine ESPN top 25 under 25 list, he's left off of that too. And he's going to make those guys look bad. But remember, with that, ESPN gets a bigger lift from leaving Knicks players off these lists. From dissing RJ, they get a bigger lift. So it worked. But guess what? There'll be a price to pay, and it's RJ Barrett is going to collect, and the New York Knicks are going to collect. And the great thing is, even though right now this is a tough time, we have 20 games to go. I believe that these Knicks can go 11-9 in these last 20 games because I'm really only concerned about 5 opponents that they have in these last 20. Yeah, 5 opponents. So these guys get back to 500. Hopefully that's good enough to avoid the play-in. If not, they'll definitely be in the play-in. Those are my feelings about it. And RJ Barrett is destined to be an all-star, maybe even as soon as next season. But definitely within the next 2 seasons, he's going to be an all-star because he has that commitment. He has a commitment to be great. He has a commitment to winning. Now the Knicks, the rest of the squad, need to identify that and start running the offense through Mr. Barrett, especially now while Julius is compromised with his injury. All right, well, thank you for watching. Again, if you haven't subscribed yet, please do so and hit that thumbs up button for me. Much appreciated. I'm George. You can follow me on Twitter at Knicks-Verse, and see you around.